Yes, good morning to all of you. In previous lectures, we have studied about the three main practices of the crop improvement. First one is crop variety improvement, second one is crop production improvement, and third one is crop protection improvement, in which we have studied about the crop variety improvement, and after that we have discussed about the crop production improvement practices, in which we have studied about the nutrient management. Now second topic is about the organic farming and irrigation. Before proceeding further, I have to tell you about the organic farming. What is the meaning of the organic farming? It is the farming system with minimal means less use or no use of the chemicals, as fertilizers, herbicides, pesticides, etc., with a maximum input or organic matter like biofertilizers. Biofertilizers means the culture of blue green alga or rhizobium bacteria that are used as the biofertilizers to increase the fertility of the soil. And biopesticides like the neem leaves or turmeric, they are used as the biofertilizers with the healthy crop patterns like intercropping, mixed cropping, and crop rotation. These are the patterns that also help in increasing the production of the crop. After that, advantages of the organic farming: there is a less or no use of chemicals, so that the plants grown by the organic farming gives a good health because they do not contain any type of the harmful chemicals. After that, there is no use of the harmful chemicals, as they do not contain the harmful chemicals, so there are the less chances of the cancer related diseases. Then about the irrigation. The term irrigation means the watering the plants at the regular intervals of the time, because all the plants, they require the water for their physiological activities and the cellular activities. And most of the agriculture in India depend upon the monsoon season. Hence poor monsoon can cause the crop failure, so proper irrigation is necessary for healthy crop. And now, importance of irrigation. It is very essential for the proper growth and development of the crops, and it is also necessary for the germination of seeds, as the moisture is required for the germination of seed. Crops get the essential nutrients dissolved in water. It helps in many enzymatic activities. Enzymatic activities or reactions, they are occur by the enzymes, and enzymes are called as a biocatalyst, which help in many type of the important biological activities that occur in body of the plants. Now, irrigational requirements of the crops. First is about the kharif crops. They require the more water. Example like paddy or rice. Or rabi crops requires the less water like jowar and bajra. Now it's about the irrigational systems or the different sources of irrigation. First one is about the wells. Wells are the bored places. बोर्ड प्लेसेस मीन्स ज़मीन में खोद कर जो प्लेस बनाया जाता है, दैट इज़ कॉल्ड एज द वेल्स. Wells are the bored places at where there is enough ground water. And wells, they are of two types: dug wells or tube wells. Dug wells, they have their bottom surface below the ground water table, and water accumulates here from the surrounding. That is called as the dug well. But tube wells are dug deeply. Water is lifted by the motor pump from the tube wells. After that, second one is the tanks. Tanks, these are the small storage reservoirs, and they store runoff water from the surrounding catchment area. Catchment area are those areas from which they capture the water directly from the rain. And after that, canal system, they get the water from the large rivers, and the doors are fitted at the mouth of the canals to regulate the flow of the water. And the canal has some field channels that help in irrigating the fields. Means जो canal system है, that also has the sub parts that are called as the field channels. और ये field channels जो हैं, इनके through water जो है वो fields को transport होता है. After that, river lift system, water is directly lifted from the river for the irrigation purpose. Now last one is about the sprinkler irrigation system. Sprinkler irrigation system is introduced in Haryana, Rajasthan and Madhya Pradesh, and by this method the water is sprinkled at the crops with the nozzle, and there is no wastage of water at all. And then drip irrigation, it is also used in Maharashtra, Karnataka, Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Tamil Nadu, and it is provided by the IARI, Indian Agricultural Research Institute, that is situated in New Delhi. This is also boon for that area which has the deficiency of water, because by these two methods there is no wastage of water. Now third one